Here we are. Thank you. All right. Welcome once again, Talkin' Fight fans, to another fantastic episode of The Scoop. And The Scoop is going to be interesting because the scoop is that our scheduled guest hasn't arrived yet. So we just thought we would start the show without our guest and see if he joins us in a few minutes. If not, it'll be a short episode, but a fun episode, I guarantee it. All right. Why don't you lead us away, champ, and line it up.
Fair enough. Today's guest is a guy who I've looked up to greatly. He's helped me astronomically in my development. He is one of the top 3 amateur fighters to come out of Canada. My top 3 of my favorite amateur fighters to come out of Canada and turn pro. He is nothing shy of a dynamo, an incredible puncher. But just an all-round great guy. My name is Bola Raymond Olubuwole, and this is The Scoop. Today, we are going to do a segment on Egerton Marcus, a 1988 silver medalist in the Olympic Games, in those iconic Olympic Games. But even before that, Egerton had an amazing start, let's say, in his amateur career, in that he went 13-0 to start his amateur career, and his first loss was at the gold medal championships at the World Championships. I don't think that's a feat that's been duplicated by anybody. Oh yeah, maybe Lomachenko. Over and above that, he was on the national team for several years, post 84 Olympic Games, right till the 88 Games. An amazing fighter, and the accolades that he got from the amateur ranks proves it. I think maybe as many as 5 times he won best fighter of an international tournament. Not just winning the gold, but best fighter of the tournament. He went on to the ever so controversial 88 Olympic Games, at which point in time he didn't escape controversy in his own right. Came out first round of competitions, he got a bye, but second round, he ends up knocking out his next opponent. He knocks out the opponent after that. The opponent after that, he beats by a whopping score of 5-0. He goes into the semifinal fight and beats a guy by a score of 4-1. And then in the gold medal match against East German Henry Maskian, he loses by a nail-biting score of 5-0. This was the tone of that games. It is just riddled with controversy. To know Egg is to know that in 9 minutes of fighting, he didn't land a punch on the guy is virtually impossible. Just impossible. And to watch the fight, you see exactly the nonsense that was actually happening. Those games were riddled again with controversies. You got the Jamie Pegadam, you got now Egerton, but you got Roy Jones Jr. Just robberies everywhere. So yeah, he then decides it's time to go pro, and his pro career was pretty good. He went 14-0 at one time before he won his NABF light heavyweight title. He defended it 4 times and finished off with a decent record, 14-4-1. He had a long stint. 17-4-1, I believe. He had a long stint where he didn't fight, but that I was hoping that he would actually talk about, because that had a lot to do with Ken Hayashi, the Grand Wizard. He really destroyed fighters and took an opportunity from a great champion like this. Hindered him from competition for like 10 years. With that being said, Egg then went on to open up his own boxing gym and gave back. EMBA, Egerton Marcus Boxing Academy. I was there quite a few times. It was, for me, Egerton was one of my main sparring partners. Right from when I was an amateur, knowing nothing, into the pros. I sparred with Egerton quite a bit, and I learned quite a bit from this one man. Size is only good if you know how to use it. Because Egerton's a cricket. A monster is, I think, 5'10", maybe 5'8", but can bang like virtually no other. And let him get inside on you, it's going to be a long night, painful night. Like I said, I evolved a great deal because of the man, via getting punched in the head for the most part, and then eventually not. I attribute a great deal of my growth to him, and I wanted to thank him online, but technical difficulties leads us to where we are today. I wanted Egerton, in his after boxing life, has gone on to explore a couple of different avenues in life, and one big one is film. He's been in quite a few films. I think he was in Cinderella Man too, but he was in Phantom Punch with me. That was actually we had stories. We had stories. I'm going to have to bring Egerton back and do another segment on him, because to see him is to love him. He's like an incredibly funny, approachable, now looking like a very old man. He has all that white stuff on top of your head on his face. So, yeah. Oh, and even more so, I wanted to wish him a happy belated, because his birthday was 2 days ago.
Right on.
So, if you like this episode, please smash the like button below and subscribe to the show. It's your boy Bola, and that's the scoop.
Part 1.
Part 1.